What's up, everybody? So today we're going to be talking about communication styles. So first, what is communication? So communication is the exchange of words and information or ideas from person to person within a group of people. So communication can be verbal and it can also be non-verbal.
So there's 5 types of communication styles. So to read them off, you got aggressive, you got passive aggressive, you got submissive, you got manipulative, and you got assertive. So,
Yeah. So the first one is going to be aggressive. So an aggressive person behaves as if their needs are the most important, as though they have more rights and have more to contribute than other people. So as you can tell, they have kind of a rigid mindset and they just don't falter or accept other people's ideas. And this can be a real problem when it comes to teamwork and kind of just building relationships with other people. So some behavioral characteristics are willing to achieve goals at expense of others, demanding and intimidating. So to continue with that, they have this kind of mindset where it's do it my way or the highway. They don't like to accept any other kind of compromise. They don't like to. So pretty much working in a team is almost impossible for somebody with an aggressive communication style because nobody's willing to work with them and it can be very difficult. And also people that are receiving this kind of communication style is going to feel defensive, they're going to feel attacked, uncooperative, and very resentful.
Alright, so now we're going to move on to passive aggressive. So passive aggressive is a style in which people appear passive on the surface but are actually acting out their anger in indirect or behind the scenes ways. So y'all have probably seen this before. Maybe your mom and dad has been passive aggressive to you in a while. It happens. So some behavioral characteristics are being indirectly aggressive, being sarcastic, and being patronizing. That's it. So the language is, so someone would say, why don't you go ahead and do it? My ideas aren't very good anyway. So I'm being passive aggressive in the same way that I'm just like kind of putting it out there that I don't want you to do what you're doing or I'm not happy with it. Oh, don't you worry about me. I can sort myself out like I usually have to. So it kind of goes on the lines of being sarcastic. Everyone knows who sarcasm is. So you really don't want to be like that because you're just going to tear people down when they need to be built back up, especially when it comes to orientation. So people on the receiving end feel confused, they feel angry, they hurt, and they feel resentful. Sometimes you might want to joke around and be sarcastic like that, but someone might come off as you being passive aggressive, so you want to be careful.
The next one is submissive. So this communication style is about pleasing other people and avoiding conflict. So this is pretty much the opposite of an aggressive communication style. So a submissive person behaves as if other people's needs are more important and other people have more rights and more to contribute. So some behavioral characteristics are apologetic, avoid any confrontation, or inexpressive of feelings. So this can be somebody that just kind of goes with whatever everybody else wants. They don't voice any of their opinions, so it prevents their own personal growth, which is something that we definitely would want to avoid for anybody. So something that they might say is, you choose, anything is fine. But in reality, some people might have their own preferences, but just to avoid that kind of conflict or any more kind of confusion, they'll just go with whatever everybody else wants rather than kind of expressing what they would want. I know this happens to me, especially when I'm asking my friends where they want to eat, and then they'll say, oh, anything's fine, and then I'll give a bunch of recommendations, and then later they'll be like, actually, I don't think I want this, this, or this. And I'm just like, why didn't you say so in the beginning? And people on the receiving end can definitely feel frustrated, guilty, and they can easily take advantage of you.
So now we're going to go into manipulative. So this style is scheming, calculating, and shrewd. Manipulative communicators are skilled at influencing or controlling others to their own advantage. So you probably encounter someone like this where, I'm a pretty nice person, and sometimes when I come in contact with manipulative people, they can, make me do things I don't want to do. But so some behavioral characteristics is controlling of others, asking indirectly for needs to be met, and then making others feel sorry for them. And then language is, you're so lucky to have those chocolates. I wish I had some. I can't afford such expensive chocolates. So they're trying to talk you into, oh, feel bad for me and give me a chocolate because I want it. People on the receiving end feel guilty, frustrated, angry, irritated, or annoyed. Sometimes this behavior can take a while for people to figure out, and then once they do, it's kind of like, wow, like my trust has been, taken advantage of and all this stuff. So, and if you are this type of person, you're probably not going to survive very well in language.
And the next one's going to be assertive. So this is a sweet spot between being too aggressive and being too passive. So this is essentially where you would want to be in terms of communication styles. This is where you're able to get your ideas kind of letting people know what you want, but not being too much where they feel threatened by it, but not being too submissive where you're just easily gonna let go of what you want or what you desire. So some behavioral characteristics are achieving goals without hurting others, socially and emotionally expressive, taking responsibility, accepting compliments. So they have a bit more confidence in the ideas that they want, but they have enough perspective where they're open to other people's ideas as well. And some language is, please, would you turn the volume down? I'm really struggling to concentrate on my studies. So this person was able to get what they were trying to say and gave a very reasonable explanation as to why that person should turn the volume down. They weren't being threatening, they weren't being too submissive in any way, and I'm sure that this person was able to get their idea was able to give the idea to the other person. And people at the receiving end can feel that they can take the person at their word. The person can cope with justified criticism and accept compliments and respect for the person. So again, it kind of gives that person that kind of credibility and confidence that is kind of required and very important as an orientation leader.
So what's the best communicative style? Assertive. So like Alan said before, being assertive is kind of that nice, easy way, that middle way. You're going to learn a lot about yourself and how you're going to implement this summer. You're going to be dealing with a lot of some students that really, really want to be there, and some students that don't want to be there, some students that, I was just a senior in high school, I was the MVP on the football team, I'm this really cool guy, you don't get to tell me what to do. You're gonna come through all these different personalities, but you still have to be in control and make sure that orientation goes well in the way it's supposed to. And so being assertive is a great way for you not to make these people that may be like that, make them feel like lesser than you, anything like that. You're just making sure that you're getting done what needs to be done. Alright? So, anything else, Alan?
That's going to be it for me. So remember, be assertive.
Be assertive.